That's not very important right now because we got Penn Jillette outside the studio. And Roland just handed us ice cream.
Yeah, I normally wouldn't eat ice cream this early in the morning, but I'm going to have a couple of bites.
Penn.
How you doing,
my friend?
Good to see some friendly faces.
Absolutely.
What's up, Penn?
Oh, I'm going to try out some of this ice cream here.
You better.
The ice cream looks all right, brother.
It's really good.
It's really good. Look at the packaging. My God.
Oh, my God.
Will this actually be in stores?
What do you mean, will it be? It's in stores now.
Oh, sorry.
And, we've already bought several cartons. That's what we're supposed to say.
This is so creamy and delicious.
Creamy and good, and it's
look
mine.
at the chocolate in here. Oh, my God.
I'll have a couple of bites. I've been on a good diet, but I have to try it.
It would be impolite.
Oh, my God.
Ice cream is so good.
I'm going to have such gassers on the plane today, too, because lactose does that to me. That's my main motivation in trying some ice cream.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy goes, yeah.
What's the story behind the ice cream there?
Oh.
Well, I'm on this television program called Celebrity Apprentice.
Yes, we do know that.
And the final task, I'm a finalist, And last time I was here, I was already a finalist, but I kept it from you.
I know you did.
I did. I kept it from you.
We tried to get it out of you, too.
I know. But I was a finalist. But you knew in your heart.
Yeah, we did.
You're like Nixon. You know in your heart he's right. How good is the ice cream?
Oh, my God.
So we had a design for Walgreens, or as it is in New York, Dwayne Reed. We had to design an ice cream. And Trace went with carpet fibers and shit as his flavor. And I went with this rich vanilla ice cream with sea salt chocolate and fudge caramel candy pieces.
It's all about the sea salt, sir.
This is amazing.
Yes, it is, and that's my idea.
Sea salt is taking over the
You know
world.
what?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You just won.
Right
I just
when you
nailed
said
it.
that.
I think I did, yeah.
Right when you said that, I got a taste of the chocolate with the sea salt.
Yeah.
Who would think that would be good with ice cream? It is.
Penn Jillette is
exactly.
Celebrity Apprentice. That's the answer.
You're also a magician with ice cream, my friend.
And it's $100,000 to whoever sells the most ice cream to our charities.
I thought per carton.
Yeah. And it would be a bargain at that, wouldn't it?
Wait, I got to ask one question before I endorse your ice cream.
Yeah.
Does the other guy have peanut butter in his ice cream?
No.
Oh, I
Okay.
hate peanut
I'm
butter.
all in. I'm
He
all
has
in.
macadamia maple.
Oh, really?
No, that's
Oh,
terrible.
That's a good reaction. That is it.
This is all American.
When I said carpet fibers and shit, you went, yeah. When I say macadamia maple, no. And my charity is a charity Opportunity Village in Vegas. It's kind of a David and Goliath thing because he's got. Yeah, I was hoping he would go for American Nazi Party, but instead he went for Red Cross, which is a fine charity. But $100,000 to a local charity in Vegas that helps people with intellectual disabilities get jobs is huge. $100,000 to the Red Cross. It's like, fuck you, $100,000. Yeah, we got that up our ass. So I'm hoping, and I've been eating this ice cream, because I go on shows.
Yeah,
and I eat the ice cream for show, but I still end up eating it. I love it.
It's so good.
And I mean this very sincerely. That might be the best ice cream I've ever eaten. I'm not being polite because you're here.
Well, thank you.
That is fucking amazing.
Did you actually come up with this?
You're
Yes,
you're
that's
a winner.
the nutty thing about Celebrity Apprentice.
I don't know what's real with that shit.
Well, no, most of Celebrity Apprentice is just real. They don't read stuff behind the camera. They don't do retakes. All that stuff I've done in every other show, they don't do.
Is there a way
I
I could bet on the winner? Because you got this. You got this.
Okay, well, good. I hope so.
Hold on, I had a second question. So you came up with this, right?
Yeah.
It's an amazing flavor. Jimmy's saying it's the best ice cream he ever ate.
I really mean it.
I can't stop.
Does freaking Donald Trump own this ice cream now, or do you got a piece of the action?
I have a piece of the action after a year.
Oh! No one's going to care in a year.
Wait, don't say that. Please don't say that.
There's going to be another ice cream in a year.
You just throw me away. Discard me like your cum-filled socks in the bottom of the bed, don't you?
I'm looking out for you. Oh, that Donald Trump is tough, is what I'm getting at. You come up with this amazing flavor, and you don't get the action until a year from now.
This has longevity.
Yeah, people will come
think
back
it has
to this.
longevity?
Plus, Penn's famous enough to go out and promote it yourself after. It's like
You are famous, Penn.
Well, thank you.
You're very
you look
famous.
thinner too.
Oh my God.
I'm thinner and famous. They go together. Look at Angelina Jolie. So I'm a finalist. I'm a finalist on the show.
Congrats.
And it's to me and Trey. We don't know. I think it's going to be very, very close. But the funny thing is, every other year, most of the years, they've had real animosity with the two finalists.
Right.
And Trace and I get along great.
You get along, yeah.
Get along wonderfully. Because, why would there be animosity on a television show? But there sometimes is.
Yeah, well, people get very competitive. Sometimes
we're doing the best
drama.
we can.
I think sometimes they make drama, You guys get along, though?
Very well.
You're performers.
Yeah.
This ice cream's ridiculous.
Fucking, I gave mine to Sam. I ate like fucking 5 bites and
it's crazy.
You're not going to get mad if I throw this away because I can't eat this whole fucking thing.
Give it to like Roland.
It's too good.
Give it Roland to eat it.
So goddamn good.
Wow. And it's only until Saturday that it counts.
I've gotten to the salt part.
There's a bunch of, every Walgreens, every Duane Reade has it. I suggest very strongly you not even try his flavor.
Yeah.
If you try his flavor, it doesn't help me at all.
Let me tell you something. Don't try his flavor because the guy hasn't come on our show.
He doesn't come on your show?
No, it's all about Penn Jillette.
Good.
Don't even try the other flavor. Just buy Penn's ice cream.
Macadamia maple. It sounds terrible.
Yeah, well, I don't care for it, but some
Maple's
people do.
only good on pancakes.
That's a niche.
That's it.
That's a niche flavor.
This is a flavor for the people.
This is universal.
This is the people's flavor.
You got your vanilla and your chocolate right in there. It's all American. You are. I'm like
goddamn good.
I'm tempted to just keep eating.
I never really eat ice cream.
I'm sea salting my ass off right now.
Fucking amazing.
Look at this. Shit.
One more. All right, one more big fucking.
How does he
spoonful.
compete? That other one sounds awful.
Yeah, well,
sounds terrible.
It would be nice to win. If I do not win, if I do not bring home the bacon for O&A, will you still love me?
Yeah. Yes.
I like you more if you lose because I'll relate to you.
Oh, by the way, on Penn Sunday School, for those who listen, this Sunday is Jim's show.
Oh, good.
Because I'll be here doing Celebrity Apprentice. We're rolling that in now.
Nice.
So you'll be on. That was a really good show. I understand why you have him on here. He's good all the time.
Finally. Finally have an understanding of why we have this guy on here.
Sam, you're enjoying your ice cream?
It's delicious.
When is the finale for Celebrity Apprentice? This weekend?
Sunday, yeah.
Okay, so we're right there now.
Yeah.
And that's live?
Yeah.
It is, okay.
Well, they do they roll in it's a 2-hour show. They roll in about an hour. And then we come out and they try to get us to, I guess, arm wrestlers.
How hard is it not to tell people you're a finalist? You had to keep that quiet for how long now? 4 or 5 months?
What if in my skill set, keeping secrets is there?
He's a fucking magician.
That is true.
Oh, fuck me, man.
I could deliberately mislead you if I want. I don't even have to do that. This is like,
and
the NBC says to me, this is very important that you keep. I go, yeah, we catch bullets in our teeth. I think
I can handle this.
Yeah, I talk an awful lot, but you'd be surprised at how much I'm shutting
How
up.
little you say. Yes.
I don't give you the hints when I'm not supposed to.
I thought of you. I did a show, TV. I was doing Red Eye, and we were joking about Sylvia Brown and how she was wrong. And the word fraud came up, and I said, no. I said, I'm not saying she's a fraud.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just saying. I refuse to.
We learned that from Penn last time.
No reason to go down to Chinatown for that.
No.
That is not a hill that Jim Norton needs to die on.
Absolutely not. I'll bash her. I'll make fun of her. But there's a big difference.
Don't call her a fraud,
You can't call any of them a fraudulent.
What's your thoughts on Sylvia Brown?
I mean, it's just, when you think about the sadness, this is the answer to what harm does it do?
Right.
Well, it does a lot of harm.
Right.
A woman died not knowing,
that her daughter was still alive, right?
Yeah. And
for the people that don't know, Sylvia Brown went on Montel Williams, was it? And told the mom that the daughter was dead.
I don't know what show is on.
Yeah.
And it's just heartbreaking, and that's not the people who, lose money and all of that. But I always say that pain is nothing compared to, my mom and dad are both dead, and my sister. And all I have, and one of my most precious possessions is my memory of my mom. And I have what she said in my head, and I have the conversations that we had. And people who are grief-stricken, as you know, as I certainly was when my parents died, if I'd gone to a psychic and that dipshit had said, we're getting these words from beyond, they would be throwing out the real memories that I have and giving me memories of fucking Sylvia Browne doing bad improv.
Some of their shit, right.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
Give me a place a person could be. Okay, dead.
Yeah.
And who that person could be. Okay, your mother.
Right.
Okay, here's what she's thinking.
Can I give you my sister's phone number? And could you call her and talk to her for 5 minutes? She believes in that Long Island medium lady.
Oh, that's really so sad.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that
Speaking
woman
of which,
is
your
all over.
sister. Your sister came to our show.
Yes, she loves you.
Yeah.
Oh, in Vegas?
Yeah, Dawn came, and she loved the show. She just fucking can't say
You
enough
know,
about it.
really not hard to believe she's your sister.
Why, they have to carry her out drunk?
I didn't have to ask for any ID whatsoever.
Yeah.
She said it just, you know, there's a family resemblance.
Yeah,
there's
there
a
is.
style.
Dawn rules.
She was great.
She had such a great time. She was thrilled to death to meet you.
And people were thrilled she was in the audience because she came up and, you know, after the show and announced pretty clearly who she was.
She's hilarious.
And people around were like, "Oh yeah,
What a yap on her.
Yeah. That's great." You know? She was posing for pictures of us together, but then also for other people.
Oh, that's hilarious. She's
great.
she's a pisser. She had such a great time though.
Yes.
She loves your show.
Yeah, we had a wonderful. We didn't know she was there. You should have let us know. We would have set you up and stuff. But she just came like a regular punter.
Yeah, like a regular person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we didn't give her
like
fancy O&A nepotism seats. We have the O&A nepotism section, but that was empty that night. And there she was.
Yeah, it's a great show, man. It's just what a blast.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's great. You know,
Yeah.
we're doing. I got to tell you, Celebrity Apprentice sure moves tickets. I mean, we're filled up all the time now.
It opens you up to people that probably normally wouldn't.
It's amazing, you know. And forgive me if this sounds unpleasant, but I thought that there were a lot of people who didn't like Penn and Teller, but I didn't know there were that many people who had never heard of Penn and Teller.
You know?
No idea. People that come to the show and go, I never heard of you guys until Celebrity Apprentice.
I've been around for
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. And I say, and they love the show. And now they're new fans. And now I say, well, in terms of economics, the people you want coming to your show are people that have never heard of you before, because then you're starting a whole new market. But I just go, man, I thought you all made your decision on us
a long time ago.
93.
Right.
About 93, you decided they suck or I like them. The battle lines were drawn, and you moved on through your life. You know?
Who are these? I don't even know who they are. People.
No, Penn and Teller,
right?
No clue. And really, they would come in after the show. They go, I didn't know you did a magic show.
Oh my God!
I saw you in Celebrity Apprentice. And we just did one of the Indian casinos somewhere, you know, Biloxi or something, you know.
Yeah.
And this guy comes up to me. I'm on my way to the steakhouse before the show, and he says to me, "Watch your Celebrity Apprentice. No idea what you do, but I'm coming to see you tonight."
Wow.
I mean, now that's a great deal of support.
Yeah.
That's really great. I just kind of go, wow, no idea what I do.
Boy, that's kind of a kick in the ass.
But
kind of like shit.
Saturday Night Live, Letterman,
right?
You know, bullshit, all those things just blew right by. There's a certain segment of the population that doesn't know, you know? And I was talking to Bob Dylan's manager, who said, you think you're surprised.
Oh, wow.
No.
All right.
No fucking way.
And I said, no fucking way.
No fucking way.
Occasionally I'm on the phone and I'll say I work with Bob Dylan, and they'll go, who?
No, come on.
And I went, okay, I'm fine with this then.
No, you're fine, yeah. Wow.
And then he started listing things. He said, Fargo. Everybody you know saw Fargo, right?
Yeah.
I go, yeah. He goes, not a very successful movie. Goodfellas. Everybody you know saw Goodfellas, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people haven't heard of it. He said, Elvis used to go crazy.
Who?
That there
Perfectly timed.
that there were Aboriginal people in New Guinea that had not heard of him, And I got over that long ago. I realized that out of the 7 billion people on the planet, 7 billion haven't heard of Penn and Teller. If you round it off, 7 billion haven't. And I kind of thought this small little chunk of the world, this 350 to 400 million, this tiny little drop of humanity, who uses most resources, a tiny little drop of humanity, had kind of, and I'm not saying beloved, and I'm not saying know well. I'm just saying, just saying, Penn and Teller, nah. That's all I'm requiring out of you. Penn and Teller, nah. That's
know that I exist.
But just those two words together with an ampersand between them mean nothing.
Nothing.
Hegemony. It's the same exact thing. I don't know what that word means. Don't know what Penn and Teller mean. Boom. No idea. And I do want to say, because this is something is that my charity, Opportunity Village, which is what you'll be buying the ice cream for at Walgreens, Duane Reade, it was Elvis's favorite charity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the scarves that Elvis used to take off his neck and wipe his brow and kiss and throw. Every single one of those was made at Opportunity Village. Opportunity Village, people with intellectual disabilities, gives them jobs, helps them get jobs in the community, but they also had a workshop that just made Elvis scarves. Jeez. So, as I said to Mr. Trump, and I will say again on the finale, I said, if you're not for me, you're against my charity. And if you're against my charity, you're against Elvis. And if you're against Elvis, sir, fuck you. What else can you say? Yeah, he used to, every one of the scarves that he would take. And I have one of the scarves,
and the women would go
one of the real Elvis ones.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. The guy who is that would put it on his back? Elvis would throw one out, and then someone would drape one on his back.
Put a new one on.
I forgot the guy's name. That's the thing with Elvis.
Would go wild.
With the Beatles, everybody in the band, George Martin, everything. With Elvis, there's just Elvis. Maybe Scotty Moore. Maybe the guitar player. But if you say to somebody, who's Elvis's favorite drummer, no idea. So the guy that put the scarves on, not a chance.
He's way out of the mix. Yeah.
I met his best friend at Dice's wedding, Jerry.
Okay, I'm getting close to you there.
Yeah, Jerry.
You got that Elvis connection.
A little bit.
Man.
Is that the brother of the guy who put the scarves on Elvis?
I don't know what he did. Jerry something. I don't know what it is.
But he's saying he was best friends with Elvis?
Would Elvis say the same thing
if he was alive?
Yeah, he's in all the fucking Elvis videos. And all
I know. I keep dipping into the damn ice cream.
I'm actually staring at Penn's ice cream like it's tits.
Because I don't want to throw it away in front of him.
That's not the reason. You're actually enjoying it, aren't you?
I already said I'm enjoying it, but I'm enjoying it so much I don't want to eat the whole damn thing.
I just gave mine to fucking Sam.
Good. I'd save it for later, but it's going to melt all over the place.
I would never have thought that's sea salt. You taste it in the chocolate.
Sea salt's
the
shit.
Little salt in there.
Yeah, it's good ice cream.
We get the dark chocolate with the sea salt at home.
God,
we got to
little caramel.
We got to go into a lab. Like a food lab. And I'm thinking they're putting us into coats and shit. I'm thinking, this is wanky. This is just your fucking TV. And then you go in there, and there's actually a person whose life is making ice cream, And they get all this stuff, and she goes, well, what do you like? And I started telling her, I was thinking like a turtle type thing, some sea salt, some chocolate. And she said, can't use the word turtle. It's trademark. Because I thought I would I would have turtle ice cream. It's called swirtle. I would get turtle ice cream, and then I would get Howard Kalin and Mark Volman, who are friends of mine, the Turtles, to play at the final party.
Wow.
Turtle ice cream. They said, "Oh no, turtles with ice cream. Other people own that. That's copyright problems."
They do, huh?
So we went with Swirtle.
I like Swirtle. It's kind of catchy.
It's very catchy.
It's got the swirl of chocolate in there.
Hey, did you ever think you would see someone you knew on the carton of a dairy product, Jim, that wasn't locked in your closet?
No, not at all. Yeah, exactly. I've got quite a few of the milk cartons autographed.
Magic really Swirl. There it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
And a picture of me.
Yes.
A picture of me on an ice cream.
Stare at that while you spoon out the ice cream.
Yeah, exactly.
Treat for the talent in the eyes.
Let your mind go wild as you eat the ice cream.
So what happens? You go through the process of trying it, and you take a bite, and then they call you back in an hour, and they go, all right, we've done this.
No, they have this monster instant freeze machine,
Wow.
And you kind of go, the vanilla's a little cloying. And they go, okay, let's pull it back a little bit. And they go, and you go, And Dennis Rodman has this incredibly sophisticated ice cream palette. So Dennis Rodman's sitting there going, little bit more salt.
Really?
And she goes, okay. And you go, wow. Because I was satisfied with the ice cream like 3 steps before Dennis was. Right. You know? And so Dennis is just tasting. Then Dennis goes, it's perfect. Like, okay, Dennis, go get dressed for the party.
You just brought him along, or he was on your team?
He was on my team. So we had I had Dennis, LaToya, and Lisa Rinna were my team, and we put it together. So
how's LaToya? Is she nuts?
You know,
is she nuts?
No,
I mean, that's
she
all
isn't.
I know. That's why I'm asking you.
It's surprising.
Because we all think people that have met her say that she's not nuts, but she certainly portrays that she's nuts.
It's remarkable because I didn't get to work with Dennis or with LaToya for the whole season. And then they threw them on my team at the end as kind of a change-up, you know, see how we do. And LaToya, I was kind of hesitant because I had never worked with her, so I thought that she was nuts. And I thought she was really straightforward and kind of smart. I don't mean, you know, smart like Richard Feynman smart. Like I don't think Stockholm is on the phone going, which Nobel do we give her? It's kind of tough. It's either chemistry or medicine. She's got both in the bag. We can't give her both. Which do we do? I don't think Stockholm's having any trouble with that.
No.
But for show business, which, you know, is that's the Special Olympics of intellect.
Who's she above in smarts?
Well, you know.
Who's just below her in smarts?
Just below her in smarts? I don't know. Probably Stephen Baldwin.
Okay. All right.
Very good answer. Yeah,
that is a very good answer.
And you know, I like them both, and LaToya's great. And then LaToya, you know, Teller comes in for the final task, and the cameras are all rolling, and LaToya's having this conversation with Teller, and Teller's looking at her and smiling, and she takes about 5 minutes to realize that Teller doesn't talk. And then we realize that LaToya Jackson has never heard of Penn and Teller.
No, she's one of them.
That sucks.
Absolutely great.
Man.
And so she learns that Teller doesn't talk. Unlike Leon Russell. You know, I was on Fallon with Leon Russell, who's a big hero of mine. You know, played with the Wrecking Crew on every single from like 61 to 64. The piano was Leon Russell. Every single that comes out. You know, from Gary Lewis, you know, and the Playboys to all that stuff is all Leon Russell. And of course then the Joe Cocker and then his stuff on his own. And he's there in a wheelchair with a long beard and the long hair, and I walk up and I go, Mr. Russell, so nice to meet you. He goes, I don't suppose your partner's going to talk to me.
Oh, there you
and
go.
I went, wow,
so he knows.
Wow.
Leon Russell
knows. Because I'm okay with that. With people that, like Leon Russell should never have heard of Penn and Teller. He's got better things to do. But LaToya Jackson, she's got 5 minutes. Find out who Penn and Teller are. But I had them on my team, and it was you know, the surprising thing about Celebrity Apprentice is, first of all, everybody else bitches about the hours because you work from like 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. And that's like my usual work day, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
But everybody else is like, whoa, that's long and tedious. And it's also pretty fun because you get to go into a lab and see how they make ice cream, which I didn't know.
I know, like a lab. You just think, oh, there's, you know, they bring in some milk and freeze it, and, you know, so on. I don't think there's like a lab coat and people in a sterile environment doing testing. Yeah.
And also, as you said, you think you leave for like 2 hours and come back. You don't think they got magic cold machine. They're like a James Bond villain. You know, Batman, Mr. Freeze. Oh, you want ice cream instantly? Bang!
You would think the quality wouldn't be as good out of that instant freezing.
Well, have you ever had liquid nitrogen ice cream?
No.
Oh, then you have not lived, sir.
Really?
Find yourself a supplier because it's illegal. Because, you know, when I do, other people do illegal stuff, it's like drugs and hookers. When I do illegal stuff, it involves sub-zero gases.
Right.
But you can get yourself, through a welding company and a little bribe on the side, you can get yourself a container of liquid nitrogen. You know, they used to do in the school shows, they freeze the banana and smash it. And then you just take a metal mixing bowl, and you put in some cream, some sugar, you know, some swirtle, put that into a bowl, just as soup. And then you take a doer, as it's called in the chemistry biz. See, Stockholm's got me on speed call. And you pour it into there while you mix it. Now, of course, if you spill too much on, you get frostbite and you die.
Yeah, true.
But, you know, that's why they try to keep it illegal. Fucking pigs. And, just because it can really fuck you up making ice cream. And then you stir it in, and really in like, 6 seconds. It makes a whole batch of ice cream. And, of course, it's liquid nitrogen, so it goes right into the air. It's gone. Yep. There are no bubbles in it, no nothing. It's just this really smooth, beautiful ice cream made really, really wicked fast.
Why isn't that supplied to the people, like in stores?
Well, because making it with liquid nitrogen is really dangerous. See, I'm suggesting when you do stuff that's dangerous, it's like heroin, which there's a really strong upside to.
Right.
You know.
That is true. The upside, the downside is you lose your hand. The upside is the ice cream is terrific.
Exactly. And risk reward, it's not up there with heroin. It's just not in the same. Risk reward with heroin is you've got some sores all over your body and you feel like you're coming 24 hours a day. That's a good risk reward, right? Few sores on your body, I feel great. But lose a hand, have a good thing of ice cream. You've got to be in that special Penn Jillette category.
Well, this is pretty good, though.
I know, this is
no
really,
nitrogen
really good.
used, but
it's
pretty goddamn
ridiculously good.
Yeah,
I know. I keep digging in.
And you guys will be. I'm sure your listeners will run out and buy it and buy cases, and also hide traces, over behind the rocky road or something.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Yeah, you don't need that at all.
Terrible flavor, and then there's this wonderful.
Where do they go again? Walgreens.
Well, Walgreens, which is Dwayne Reed. It's
the whole thing.
Yeah. But you're national. You're bad. You're nationwide.
Oh, yeah,
so
it's crazy.
It's Walgreens most of the places.
I love that song. It's easy.
But I'm not even kidding. People are asking me on Pal Talk here. They're like, "Is it really good, Anthony? Or are you just saying?" I'm like, "No, this is fucking great."
Because you would lie on the air, but not on Pal Talk.
Not on Pal Talk. Exactly. Right.
You would go in and type, I'm saying it's good, but boy, it really sucks.
Yeah. That must be a new.
We sure pulled it over on all those people.
That's got to be a new listener because they all know we'll tell if it's good or not after he leaves.
Exactly. Yeah. Shit. I wanted to ask you something about bullshit because I was watching it recently. I fucking love the show. Was it harder as time went on to get people that weren't onto the fact that you might fucking say some nasty shit about them?
Let me tell you, I have a real problem with Michael Moore and even with Borat. I have a little problem with misrepresenting.
Right.
We would go to the people and say, we do a show called Bullshit. Here is a DVD. Penn and Teller disagree with you. Do you want to go on the show? That's what we would say.
Next thing you say, I'm Dr. Maury Smith, and I think,
And we had all sorts of video of people like picking their nose and all this stuff. We would never use it. We tried to attack ideas. As a matter of fact, as the years went on, I kept saying, well, we can be mean to the guys on our side.
Yeah.
So we actually would have more trouble getting people to agree with us because they'd go, I've been noticing the show.
Yeah, I see a trend.
Yeah, you attack our ties and how we look and our hair.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's because we agree with you. We don't want to make it too easy for you. So like the guys from Reason Magazine, like Nick Gillespie and those, like the libertarian guys,
right,
who we would call up like every 3 shows and have the same people on, people from the Cato Institute and stuff. We'd have them on. They'd go, well, last time you had me on, you really fucked with me. We go, yeah, we agree with everything you said. They said, yeah, but what was wrong with my suit jacket?
Or hair or something. You're constantly bad.
But, we would have, and there's a sad side of this too, which is that everybody that we would have on and bash and tear to pieces, just rip a new asshole, they would do better after they were on the show.
Oh, man. Yeah, well.
Yeah. So they all knew that, and they all knew they would go through that. They also knew that we would attack their ideas, but not there. We did one thing on the show which I thought was really funny. I did this thing where I said, people think we take people out of context. They think that we pull out the stupidest thing they say. We would like to show you a minute and a half of what we get as raw material, not out of context. And we had one of the, I think it was on the Bible show, the creationism show. We had a guy do his full hunk without editing. And it was really funny. Because we would do our editing to make them look better because, if you're doing drama, your hero is only as strong as your villain.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
So if you have people that are too James Bond wants to have a really, really good villain. Yeah. You don't want James Bond going up against a 16-year-old shoplifter.
Yes. So it's easy to discredit somebody if their argument sucks or they're stupid or
so we would spend all this time making the enemies look really, really good and concise so that I could come in and they go, man, Penn just took that fucker apart.
Yes.
Whereas in reality, if you saw the full hour and a half, a 6-year-old could have taken them apart. So we'd be buoying people up.
Yeah.
But they always knew. And the amazing thing, I'll tell you, we did, 8 years of bullshit. 8 years, like something like almost 90 shows, I think, and not one lawsuit that stuck at all. I mean, one person threatened, 2 people threatened, but never took legal action. That's as close as they came. So we were really careful, and you would love, and I told you this last time, but it's worth repeating, the lawyers, we worked with the same lawyers for 8 years, and they would get really good at giving notes, the notes of the script, and we really should have these up on the web or something, because in this very, very legal hand of a $600 an hour lawyer, they would say, not sure about this wording. Could you call him cocksucker instead? Not sure if this is actionable. Maybe pull out cunt pickle. Pull out that. Would that be better? And then circled. And then you also see stuff you never thought you'd see. You never saw in your high school paper, which is cunt pickle circled next to it. Good. We're really safe. Because, after 8 years, you really run out of obscenity.
Oh, true. You say the same old thing over and over.
We've used motherfucker 8 times in this show.
Yeah.
And we need something else. And when they told us, I was really proud of this. They told us for the chiropractor show. That absolutely nowhere in the show, any place, could I even hint at the word quack.
Quack.
They said, you say the word quack, I'm telling you, you lose your house. It's that simple. They're all listening. Their lawyers are all on. Keep that away. And by the way, for those listening now, I'm not saying chiropractors are quacks.
Course.
I'm just saying we couldn't say those 2 things. So I'm going, I just feel like such a pussy not being able to use the word the whole show. So I said for the shoot, I wrote in the script, for the call sheet, I wrote, we want 100 ducks.
Yes.
100 ducks. And we just dumped ducks all over the set. And I was just going, sue them.
Brilliant.
Just sue them all you want. So I'd be going, we're talking about chiropractic.
That was brilliant.
And I never said it, and the ducks are all over, and we never even explained.
Yeah.
We never said, they're speaking for us.
Oh, you didn't
never
have to.
underlined it, nothing. It's just all, and we did the multi-level marketing.
I love that one.
The word you can't use is pyramid.
Right.
So we had a blue screen of Gaza behind us with the pyramids, and we were in Egyptian outfits. And no mention of pyramid scheme.
You couldn't say that word?
No.
No.
Wait, are you worried too when you say they're all watching? Like if you say so and so's a quack or this profession's a quack, that people watching in that profession can sue because you're hurting them, or just people?
It's very, very difficult if we say chiropractic in general. But our problem was we had a particular person on screen.
Right, okay.
And then if the show included that could be stopping them from making a living, defamation of character. There's all sorts of things that are there. And also all sorts of things that I hate it when this is true, but a lot of times the law is correct. And you shouldn't be able to rip an individual apart without me doing due diligence. And what exactly would be due diligence for me to call someone a quack? I mean, how much research do I have to do before, in good conscience, I'm not even talking legally, but morally, how much do you have to know before you discredit someone's entire medical practice? Now, in general, it's really easy to do, and in theory, it's really easy to do, but an individual, you want to be very, very careful.
And they could easily call people that would say, this person helped me and changed my life.
Sure.
So there goes your argument right there.
That poor bastard that was selling the drinks on that multi-level.
That was heartbreaking.
I felt so bad for that.
That was one of the shows where we didn't really have villains.
No,
we were so much on their side.
It was just a fucking cast of victims that show.
Could you explain? I didn't see that one.
Multi-level marketing are like when they have a product that you sell to your friends.
Right, of course.
And there's always X amount of money to get in. So you pay $5,000 and you get a case of this stuff that you're going to sell to your friends.
And it's never about selling the stuff. It's about selling the business to another
course.
So the stuff, bastard. You can't possibly make money on the stuff. No, you sell the whole business.
Yeah, I want to know about the guy that you felt sorry for.
So, we did this when there was a real downturn in the economy, and a lot of people who'd lost their jobs were investing $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 of their savings to get into this business, and then trying to get their other friends into it, and then finding out that they didn't want to rip off their friends and had a cellar full of shit they couldn't sell, and had also taken, I mean, if you lose your job, even if you don't lose your job, $5,000 is a serious chunk of change.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, we're not looking at people losing like $100, you know, which still is a serious amount of change. That's a lot of groceries. I don't mean to dismiss that. But I'm talking about $5,000 changes what you do for the next 2 months. It really does change what you do. No matter who you are, that changes it. And we were getting people to put this money in, and these were people who had been ripped off and sucked in, and, you know, were on camera going, you know, I'm not going to sell this business to my friends because I would just be ripping off my friends.
Yeah, because they realize, like, it just doesn't.
So I guess I'm just kind of eating this.
When he went to, when that one guy.
How bad was the product, though?
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's a widget. It doesn't matter at that point.
The products are all okay.
Just okay, though.
You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not, it doesn't
not
matter.
Worth pushing.
It doesn't matter how good they are. The fact is you can't make money unless you sell the whole business.
Yeah.
And it's simple. It's one of those simple things you see.
It's shaped like a triangle.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I ask
like a three-dimensional triangle.
Legally, why wouldn't somebody classify as pyramid? Is the pyramid thing kind of like a is that a copywritten thing? Or is
no, pyramid is a legal term.
Oh.
A Ponzi scheme or pyramid. Like a Ponzi scheme would be, let's say, Social Security.
There you go.
Which is, if you get it early, you make a lot of money. I'm just telling you right now, if you're under 25, Social Security, you're getting fucked. Just in case no one else has told you that, at least you can hear it on O&A. All the money you put into Social Security, you are not getting it back.
Look at classic pyramid schemes. The base can never support
no, they
what's
can't.
On top of it.
The big trick of a pyramid scheme is be the first guy.
Be that fucking pointy stone.
If you haven't thought of the pyramid scheme yourself, you don't want to be involved in it.
Exactly.
If you've thought of it yourself, you've got a good chance of getting your money back.
I went to one of those. I remember the company name and everything. When I was newly sober, a guy in the program took me, and I was probably like 1988 or something like that, and he took me to one of these companies, and I was like, oh, God, this sounds good. And then something inside me went, shit.
Well, I got taken to an Amway. It was Amway meeting.
Yeah.
And no one, it's very vague. No one wants to tell you what it is. Like, just come. It's a great opportunity. And you're like, what? What is it? No, it's got to be presented. The whole thing's got to be presented.
They never tell you first.
You can't. So I sit there, and there's a woman, and she's got a chalkboard, and she's writing, and
she's making a big triangle.
And she's going and going and going. Yeah. And I'm sitting there going like, what the fuck is this? And she goes, well, this was known as, and she writes on the blackboard. She's like, the American way. It's like, this is the American way, selling things. She goes, we shortened it to Amway. And I'm like, fuck, they got me. Fuck.
That's brilliant.
God damn it. And I'm sitting there like, oh, God.
See, I'm thinking the big mistake is getting people who are newly sober.
Yeah.
Don't you want people shit-faced drunk?
Right. What a great idea.
Well, maybe when you're new, you're eager to change your life and do something. I'll just sell this stuff. It'll be great.
Were you actually selling the stuff, Ann?
No. I was fucking like pissed that I had to stay the rest of the meeting.
Yeah, you were like...
I was the second she's at Amway, because I'd heard about Amway. I never knew how it was presented. If I did, I would have known this was
presentation got you, and you were like,
so when they got me, and I'm like, what is she getting at? Fucking get to the point. Oh, fuck, it's Amway.
How long was it? How long was the meeting?
It seemed like it's still going on.
It's like the time. You ever gone to one of the timeshare
thing?
Where
You're
they
gonna
say
free this and free that. You just got to go to the timeshare.
Get a free hibachi. Just sit through the whole thing.
Meanwhile, why don't you calculate what your time as a human is worth per hour and how much that hibachi ends up costing you.
I'm worth more than a hibachi,
your time, right?
lady.
Well, the hibachi is also, because I wanted to learn about it.
Yeah.
So I went to the full timeshare. In Vegas, timeshare capital. They pull people off the strip and, to get a hibachi. And it was, I think, 4.5 hours to get a hibachi that I thought was probably worth about $3.
Right.
How does it work, the timeshare?
A timeshare is you buy a property that you can use 2 weeks a year.
Oh, 2 weeks. Okay.
So or 3 weeks, whatever
We
you
had
buy.
one in our family.
Yeah. You chip in with a bunch of people and they get them.
Well, there's a company that sells them and they break them up.
Basically, you got to go on vacation to the same shitty fucking condo every year. That's what it comes down to.
And you have to. How far in advance do you work out what weeks are yours?
All that depends.
It looks great at first, but then year after year, you're going back to the same place.
They'll also tell you that you can trade that for another place. You buy your timeshare in Terre Haute, and you can get the one in, Aspen.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, and
sure you can.
It turns out that deal's a little hard to make.
Yes. Yeah, because why would the Aspen guy go to your shitty place?
Yeah.
You're right.
But they do them everywhere, and every family has somebody in them that did that. And all you've got to do is you've got to do the arithmetic, but you've got to do it on your own.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't do the arithmetic with the guy there helping you.
No.
Which is always good advice on any business deal. Do your arithmetic in private. Don't have the guy who's making the deal with you go, you don't have to carry the 3.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I don't have to carry the 3.
Okay,
right.
no,
Just
add it right down there.
Whatever you say.
Yeah,
getting fucked.
You're going to let Penn go. He's got a busy day.
He's a very busy man.
Yeah. They're telling us, by the way.
Amazing.
For real.
Amazing ice cream. I love this stuff. I'm going out and buying some.
Good.
And bringing it home.
Please.
Yeah.
Cases. And it only counts till Saturday.
Oh,
there will still
cases.
be ice cream after that, but I don't give a fuck about it after that. I want for my charity,
Yes.
buy it right now, get the ice cream, and it's wicked good.
So
It's
really
one of
great.
the few times you can actually eat ice cream and be helping a charity.
Yeah.
This money does not go to a certain P. Jillette. This money, for all you want to be cynical about Celebrity Apprentice, I am looking, if I do it right this Sunday, $350,000.
That's great.
For a charity that really does great work.
That's huge.
Of course, if I lose, it's $350,000 to a charity that also does great work. But anyway,
But you want to be the guy.
I would like to be the guy.
So we're not even going to mention the other guy.
No,
but
I think you're
But
in.
you're selling ice cream with the other guy today at 2:30 at Union Square, right here in New York City.
I wanted to bring up one more thing about bullshit that I just remembered also. You say, the people that you didn't agree with, you wouldn't lay into them or bash them. But, man, would you do a great job of keeping the camera on them just a little too long? That is when they would talk and they're done talking. They'd look at the camera and do that uncomfortable look to the side thing. Oh,
yeah, we would do
hilarious.
that. We would do that every time.
Yes.
And by the end, they were going, "You're going to do that." I say my name in the camera, and then I stand there a little too long.
Looking
we would go,
a little too long. Yeah,
we are.
That's brilliant.
And it was just great because that was shot, by local crews. We didn't have the money to send crews out, so we would just be calling people, going, and make sure you leave the camera on them.
Just too long.
A couple extra seconds.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks
Always
so
a
much,
pleasure.
Penn, you're one of our
Great.
faves. You know that. Or I should say
Enjoy the ice
favorites.
cream.
I don't want to say
You'll be on my show.
Oh, yeah, I'm on Sunday night.
Well, I'm on Celebrity Apprentice.
And
You'll be on.
do we need to promote the Penn and Teller dates, or are you good there?
I think we're sold out.
Yeah, all right, so fuck it. All right. Go get the ice cream. Penn Gillette's Swizzle, right? And Swizzle. Jesus, Swirtle.
Yeah, it's the one with Penn's face.
But the problem is,
God.
Swirtle's really small on the packaging. All right,
There he goes.
Go buy Penn's ice cream.
It's look, he's not in the room. It's so fucking good.
Of course
I
it is.
can't stop eating this shit.
That fucking ice cream. It was like a fucking little tin of that girl's camel toe. It was really delicious. Penn left his here too.
Oh, it's so good.
And whoever wants it, I don't like throwing it out because it's it's fucking good food.
It's getting mushy now.
Yeah.
But which is also good.
Got
It's
him.
in that.
You want more?
It's in that fucking. Oh, it's mushy. Hold on.
Does Troy want some?
I get the rest of mine to E-Rock.
He's
E-Rock?
He's a great guest.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He's really
He
smart
is an amazing guest.
Eric, what do you think?
So fucking good.
I'm not a fan of chocolate or ice cream, really, but that is delicious.
How about
the
Sal?
salt is amazing.
Yeah, the salt's great. Did Sal try it?
Sal, did you try it? No, he didn't try
Sal,
it.
Sal, come in and get you a new spoon.
Go in and get some.
And try some fucking celebrity ice cream.
If I knew there was like sea salt in the chocolate, I'd have been like, "What? Ew, nah, bleh."
Yeah, I see salt.
Sea salt rules.
I see Paris. Yeah. I see France.
I see the fucking underwear, right, Ant?
Rock, you get the sea salt thing, right?
I use it for steaks. Potato chips are great.
What's that?
Baked potatoes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's all over your shirt, Sal.
He's used to that.
Yeah, exactly.
On his back, though. On the back of the
Same color, right, Sal?
Yeah, it's like fucking
sperm on your shirt.
No, it's like fucking cum.
The Opie and Anthony Show.